It's been quite an interesting week for INEC as they've been on the hot seat from all corners. I'm talking about issues of servers for collation and recording of poll results for the 2019 general election. Hello and welcome to 2019 Weekly. I am Orupe Osaratin.
And I am Anastasia Odo. Thank you for joining us on this episode. Well, it has been said that INEC had billions and billions of naira on top this matter. But could it be? Could it just be that there was no money or that there was no server at all? Let's go on Twitter and see what's happening there.
This latest evidence shows that at INEC Nigeria budgeted 2.3 billion for nationwide service replacement and upgrading for 25 states and national data center. The amount was also released to INEC and the commission reported it as utilized. Can they replace what's not in existence?
Well, another fact check has been done. Over 2 billion naira was released for servers alone. Show us server or show us the money at INEC Nigeria. Collins Oma on Twitter says.
Jonas King says, INEC server was only used for experiments. That means Nigerians were deceived to believe that there was INEC server during 2019 election.
First, they denied that INEC doesn't have a server and didn't transmit any result electronically. Now they said they were only experimenting. Wahoo, says King Heavy E.
Yes. Okay, on a serious note, is it that INEC don't have a server? Or they have a server but used it just for experiment? Because I think that's what INEC chairman said.
Punch newspapers tweeted, we only experimented with server but not for 2019 elections, says INEC. We piloted the use of transmission of election results electronically in Sokoto, in Anambra, even in Osun. What happened was that we were trying to pilot to see the desirability of such technology in our electoral process. Hey, talking about INEC being on the hot seat, EU has just released a report, an alarming report, that touched on the integrity. It touched on the integrity of our dearest, independent, National Electoral Commission, INEC.
Oh yes, and according to the report by the EU Observation Mission on the 2019 general election, the chief observer herself, Maria Arena, who presented the report, said the electoral process from the voting to the collation to the declaration of the winner was not transparent. This is an eye-opener. But anyways, let's go to Twitter and see what they have to say. 2019 elections, INEC results collation process not transparent. EU.
Nkiru on Twitter said 2019 poll, INEC results collation process not transparent. Election was rigged. It recommended that legal requirements be established for full results transparency with data easily accessible to the public.
At Channels Television, however, there were some issues with the 2019 election and it was articulated in our report, and the EU report resonates strongly with our findings from the 2019 elections. Samson Itodo.
The EU report of the 2019 election has vindicated the position of the People's Democratic Party that the 2019 general elections conducted by INEC under the chairmanship of Professor Mahmoud Yakubu was not transparent in the collation.
In a rapid response by the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, he said democracy was a work in progress. I have no idea what that means anyways. And he further stressed that his commission was determined to implement EU's recommendations.
So, the question now, is it safe for Atiku Abubakar to start celebrating? Is there hope for the People's Democratic Party? Would there be a rerun? It's a rhetoric question. Anyway, don't bother answering that.
Very rhetoric.
A few days after the EU report has been released, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, INEC chairman, has been asked to resign by the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria. The group stated, what is Yakubu Mahmood still doing as chairman when the shoddy and shady electoral heist he supervised has been discredited locally and globally? They also added that the election was so rigged to an extent that over 40% of the results returned have been void and rendered a legal nullity by competent courts of law and election petition and appeals tribunal all over the country.
I think I feel so sorry for INEC because they've been having backlashes from everywhere. If you go on Twitter is crazy. The internet is on INEC's neck. Everybody wants to know what happened to the 2.3 billion that they collected for servers.
Well, I beg to differ. We'll just wait, watch, and see how it goes with INEC and everything going on right now. My name is Anastasia Ojo. I've been a co-anchor on this episode of 2019 Weekly. Thank you for joining us on today's episode, and want to say a big thank you to our partners at Ford Foundation West Africa.
And I am Orupe Osaratin. Don't forget to keep it locked with us on our next episode of 2019 Weekly. And don't forget to follow all our social media pages. You have a good